Hello everyone, welcome to the Hypergamy journey. My name is Denise. At this channel, we discuss dating advice for mature women, women who want to marry a man of a higher economic and social level. Okay, so one of my subscribers, Turquoise Blue, I love that name, Turquoise Blue, suggested that, said she would like to know my opinion on the most recent interview between Eboni K. Williams of the Griot and Iyanla Vanzant. As you probably know, Iyanla Vanzant is from Brooklyn, and I bought her very first book, Tapping the Power Within. She is a Yoruba priestess, a former lawyer, and for the last 30, 40, 50 years, a spiritualist, life coach. She's had her television shows. You know all about her. I've never heard of Eboni K. Williams. The Griot, I remember, many years ago, maybe 15, 20 years ago, somebody or an organization called the Griot online, but they may not even be that old. I could be confusing them with someone else. So I'm 62. Eboni K. Williams says that she is 40. So I've been living almost 20 years longer than she has, 22 years longer than she has. And so on this interview, I found nothing offensive about it. Nothing offensive. Now, Iyanla Vanzant, she was a welfare mother. She had been married a couple of times, and, her children are, I think, have different fathers, and it's no shade. No shade. But I'm just trying to put some historical context to this. She came out in the early 90s. I've been following her since the 90s. And so she has become this international person who goes really deep with the issues of people, of really all races. And so she just asked her, would she date a bus driver? And she said no. Remember, Iyanla is from, she was a welfare mother. She's from Brooklyn. I'm from Harlem. I know that mindset. But, my last video yesterday says that to date people where you can get with their lifestyle. New York City bus drivers make good money over time. They might be six figures if they've been working with the city for 30 years. And it's a good starting out job for a young couple in their 20s, building together. But that's what happens when you marry early. Your partner's in his 20s or 30s, you're in your 20s or 30s, and so you build together. That's what should happen, really. Because neither one of you can really build anything significantly at that young age on your own. So it's a natural progression of things for most people of all races in the United States. So and I don't know anything about Eboni except what's going on right now. But let's say she makes a couple of million a year from her various ventures. Is she going to be able, as a single woman, is she going to be able to live comfortably and fit into the lifestyle of a bus driver who makes six figures when she has created this multi-million-dollar lifestyle for herself and live only on his income? And will he be happy with her doing that, knowing that she brings in millions of dollars? He may not, but I'm thinking he may not. He may feel like she needs to contribute more since she makes 10 times more so that they can have this bigger and grander lifestyle. So I don't fault Eboni for wanting somebody who owns the bus company, because if it's a good running bus company, then he can pull in the millions that she needs. So I feel we should not, on this channel, disparage Eboni for having her standards, because nobody bashes men for having standards about what she should look like, what his woman should look like, how old she should be, how much younger she should be than him. His friends are saying, yeah, man, if you can get it, you can pull it like that, do that. But nobody is bashing him for divorcing his wife of 20 or 30 years that helped him build his multi-million-dollar business to get some young chick who was born, 20 years before. No, later, 20 years after him. Nobody and then starting a separate family with her. That is esteemed in men's eyes. That's a great thing that a man can do. But when a woman wants a man who makes what she makes, which is equivalent to a man marrying a younger woman, 20 years younger, and, looks like a model, those are what men look for in women. And women look for money and security, financial stability, and a lifestyle for themselves. But yet Eboni is bashed because of it. On this channel, my video yesterday, I referred to it again and I'll put in a description. I said, live it the man's lifestyle. Can Eboni realistically fit her life, multi-million-dollar life, or high six-figure life, $500,000 life, into a $125,000 life? Maybe she can. And maybe there's some women who can, but Eboni doesn't look like she can. She wants the man who owns the company, and I don't see anything wrong with that. Just like the man who owns the company is looking for a woman who's 25 to 30 and looks like a model. So he has his standards. The multi-million-dollar man has his standards too. It doesn't have to do with money. It has to do with youth and looks. Youth and looks. But he doesn't get bashed. But Eboni gets bashed. I understood and then she did a video in response to, quote, the backlash. And she said in the backlash video, I don't care what you think. I get paid to disrupt and cause a stir. And she said her video with Iyanla Vanzant was the highest ranking one with comments than the history of the griot. That's what she said. So mission accomplished, Eboni. Now, what I can see about Eboni, I don't have any problems with what she's looking for in a man. But what I do see is myself in her, the masculine part of her. That's what I see. And Iyanla, she and Iyanla have a history of both being attorneys. And so Iyanla said she got out because it was ripping her soul apart. My words, ripping her soul apart. So that's what I see with Eboni, that she needs to work on softening her presentation while she's with men that she's interested in. And I'm not saying soften her personality or her stance in her profession, because that's what's gotten her where she is. But in her interactions with men, she could use some help on softening that up, I believe. And, working on her issues. We are not human. We are not perfect human beings. Men are not perfect. Women are not perfect. And part of seeing and part of growing in our, part of us growing in our willingness to grow is to see our flaws and come up with strategies and plans to make our flaws more flawless and less flaws. What am I saying? In order to grow, you have to really go deep and be honest with yourself about who you are, what you once were, who you are now, and what you want to be. And we're not doing it for men. We're doing it for our own well-being, emotionally, mentally, and physically. I understand where Eboni is coming from, because I was that way. When you are single and you have to take care of yourself, provide for your future, for your retirement, for your older years, you have to go out there and almost be the man. I don't care what your profession is. I don't care what it is. You could be a white collar worker, blue collar worker, or somebody who, you know, cleans people's houses. If you're single, you're doing it on your own. So, yeah, so I don't see anything wrong with Eboni's video and saying what she wants. Men say what they want all the time. They want a woman to submit. Submit to what? To a lifestyle of what? Going out, going to work just like you do, coming home, doing most of the household chores and taking children and having intimate relations with you. No, that's not fair. Nor is it right. So, yeah, Eboni has a right to want what she wants. I don't see anything wrong with it. I just think she needs to figure out why she's still single. And I think it's because of the masculine energy, because I see it in her, because I saw it in myself. So it's possible for us all to change. And she has a right to her opinions and what she's looking for in a man, just like men have a right to want women who are 20 years younger than them and are beautiful and shapely and can pop out some more babies so they can have a second family with them. If you like this video, any of my others, you know what to do. Subscribe, share, like, and check out the Affirmation Journals on Amazon. And if you need help dating again, getting started, I have a dating guide that's free. All you have to do is email the Hypergamous Journey at gmail.com and I will send it right to you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.